Now, there are more confirmation hearings that have happened today, and today's hearings actually feature Donald Trump's HHS pick, which is Tom Price. Now, Tom Price, of course, is a very vocal critic of the ACA, and has voiced his opinion that the ACA, as well as Medicare and Medicaid, should be repealed. We should get rid of all of those programs and do something different. Now, during this confirmation hearing, there was a lot of questions. Obviously, one of them came from Bernie Sanders. Now, it was his turn to ask about his plans in the future of healthcare under the Trump administration. I want to show you this video, and then we'll talk about it.
Yes, we're a compassionate society.
No, we are not a compassionate society. In terms of our relationship to poor and working people, our record is worse than virtually any other country on earth. We have the highest rate of childhood poverty of any other major country on earth, and half of our senior older workers have nothing set aside for retirement. So I don't think compared to other countries we are particularly compassionate. But my question is, in Canada, in other countries, all people have the right to get health care. Do you believe we should move in that direction?
If you want to talk about other countries' health care systems, there are consequences to the decisions that they've made, just as there are consequences to the decision that we've made. I believe, and I look forward to working with you to make certain that every single American has access to the highest quality care and coverage that is possible.
Has access to does not mean that they are guaranteed health care. I have access to buying a $10 million home. I don't have the money to do that.
And that's why we believe it's appropriate to put in place a system that gives every person the financial feasibility to be able to purchase the coverage that they want for themselves and for their family. Again, not what the government forces them to buy.
Yeah, but if they don't have any, well, that's a longer story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Damn. So here's Bernie Sanders dropping the hammer on this guy, and it's BS. BS, calling out BS. I love it. Now, look, the reason that I call it crap is because this guy essentially dodged the question of, hey, do you think that we should actually, like, I don't know, every other industrialized nation in the world, guarantee health care to our citizens? It's not like we're a poor country. We're a very, very rich country. But no, in the middle, he decided, no, I'm not going to really address that and just say that, oh, well, you know what? There are consequences. If we cover everyone, there's going to be some consequences. Well, what kind of consequences? Well, mainly rich people might have to pay some more taxes. Actually, even regular people might have to pay a little bit more in taxes. But you know what they get in return? You know what you guys are going to get in return for a Medicare for All system? No deductibles, not being chained to your job for your health care. You won't go broke. If you get sick, you won't have to deal with insurance companies that are mainly for profit, et cetera, et cetera. There are a lot of benefits that you get in return for paying a little bit more. And actually, there have been studies out that say that you will actually save money paying a little bit more in taxes, but saving more money overall. Because, again, the premiums that you pay for health insurance, part of that goes to profit. That goes right into the CEO's pocket, not to your health care. So there's that. Now, also, right now, we pay more for healthcare as a country, but end up getting less in return. Again, because our healthcare system is based primarily on profit. What we pay in premiums, again, part of that goes right into the pocket of the CEOs and not to you. Not to you. And it's an insane system when you think about it. And this is a reason why most industrialized nations do not have a similar system. I mean, you have Norway, Finland, the UK, Canada. And by the way, these countries are actually some of the happiest countries in the world. I wonder why. Strong social safety nets, healthcare, universal healthcare. And look, one of the reasons that they're happy is because they've got peace of mind. One of the things that insurance, people being insured, is that even if you're not using it, you know it's there. It is peace of mind, knowing that you'll always have access to healthcare, not just health insurance, but actually health care. One of the issues with the ACA is, of course, you had the high deductibles on some of these plans, where even though you have insurance, if you get sick, well, you've got such a high deductible that you might not actually be able to go to the doctor. And that's a legitimate complaint. That is one that you do not have with a universal single-payer healthcare system. Again, you also don't have to worry about having lifetime caps or deductibles, which sadly, if we get rid of the ACA, which is the first step to a universal healthcare system, well, you're going to have the return of these lifetime caps and even higher deductibles. So, and again, we're the only modern nation without a full guarantee for healthcare. And again, why? It's because, look, I'm going to say it again. Money in politics. One of the major reasons, okay? That's one of the major reasons. The other major reason, of course, is we do not have empathy as a nation anymore. I've talked to people who are like, well, I don't care about other people. I care about me and mine, my family. I understand that. But at the same time, we're a nation. We're supposed to be one people. We're supposed to take care of each other as a nation, because not only does that make us a healthier nation, it actually makes us a more productive nation. So taking care of each other is something that we're actually supposed to do, but we're not doing it, and we have that lack of empathy towards each other. It's not like we don't have the money either. Again, we're the richest in the earth. We spend a lot of our money. Unfortunately, half of our discretionary income goes to the military. It goes to bombing brown people. So, and hey, we got to do it because freedom. Not only that, but we cut taxes for the wealthiest corporations and end up giving billions in subsidies to oil companies. So what we have here is, it's not a problem that it's not that we can't do this. That's not our problem here. We can do this. It's just there's a lack of political will, partisan politics, and greed, and lack of empathy, lack of caring about other people. People that are supposed to be our brothers, our sisters, our nation, our country. And unfortunately, Trump's HHS pick, Tom Price, well, he embodies this. So Bernie Sanders is absolutely right when he says access doesn't necessarily mean you can afford to get something, to use something. And that's why I'm saying it's time that we fight for a single-payer Medicare for all system. Look, if Donald Trump and the Republicans kill the ACA, fine, we'll come back. We'll come back and fight for a Medicare for all. We're not fucking around this time. Okay? There are too many people that fucked around with the ACA and implemented the Republican healthcare plan. Now it's this time. It's time we go for the whole loaf instead of half. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.